Hi, and welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
We are going to talk to you about some of the camping options in and near Mesa Verde National Park. And, go ahead.
The one we're in is my favorite.
Yeah, actually, this was, I'm not even sure how, I saw this campground listed on some map somewhere, but then I couldn't find it. It's Target Tree National Forest Campground, and we're approximately 16 miles east of Mesa Verde National Park. And so honestly, what I did with our GPS is I just kept zooming in on this area. I knew it was just off of Highway 160, and it showed up, and so I said, this is our destination, and not sure if it was going to be open, not sure if they were going to have sites on our way over here. And so as we pulled in, site one was open. We pulled in, we're like, oh, thank you, Lord.
And there are how many sites that are not reservable?
Yeah. I was talking with the camp host and a Forest Service employee today, and approximately a third of the sites in this campground are first-come sites. And we have a beautiful one. Now,
Yes.
Our door opens opposite the picnic table.
We don't care.
We really don't care. There's a water spigot right here, vault toilets just down here, and we have, you can see the site, well, you can't tell how huge this tree is because it's back just a bit.
It's
but
really huge.
We've got pine trees and foliage.
Yes.
And this is beautiful.
Yes.
And without a senior pass, it's $24 a night. With the senior pass, it's $12. There is some dispersed camping options. There are some options available. There is some dispersed camping in the area. We drove, there are a couple of Forest Service access roads as you're going to Mesa Verde. We drove out one of them and saw a couple of places that we could have fit. But it seems as though the closer you get to Mesa Verde, the fewer trees you have.
Yes.
And so
We'd rather be here and drive 16 miles.
yeah, but if you really want to do some dispersed camping, we did not find a lot. I know that there's some, it looks as though there's some that's really close.
We don't have services except for water, and there is trash here. I mean, it's not like dispersed and a vault toilet.
We have a tent
Yes.
site. We're parked on gravel.
A tent pad and a fire ring.
And picnic table, etc. And with the senior pass, it's $12 a night.
We don't have electric and we don't have sewer, but
at our sites. But it is a beautiful site, and we're basically level, not completely.
Yes.
There's a slight, you're gonna have to level just a little bit, but it's not like you're just way off.
we know how it is to be just like you're way off.
But we do want to talk for a minute about the campground at Mesa Verde. We did drive through there. The campground, I believe, is 5 miles from the visitor center once you go in. And as you're going in, if you are camping in the campground, you may tow your RV to the campground. After the campground, there are no trailers. But the campground, as you go in, there's, I believe, a ranger station, a camp store with various supplies and stuff, a coin-operated laundry,
Yes.
and a gas station.
And they said there was an eatery, but it didn't look particularly
It has
open.
limited hours,
Yeah.
I believe. There are 2 dump stations for the campground, and I believe there are 222 sites, something like that. There's one loop that is just for tent camping. We did not go through there because that wouldn't apply to us.
And there are just, I suppose, well, I'm not thinking about the group sites, but there are just over 100 sites for tent only.
I didn't know that.
And
But
100 and
well, if there are 222 and you said there's 100, I didn't know that. But anyway, the next loop, it's a large loop, but folks, There are some sites that have full hookups.
Yes.
And it seems as though there are some that have water and electric, and there are some that are dry camping. And I know that some of those, and we don't have service here, so I cannot double check this. I know $34, I think, is for the dry camping. And it goes up to, I believe, and please check me on this, I believe it was $56 for the full hookups.
And you can find the information on National Park Service.
Right.
Mesa Verde National Park.
Right. But anyway, the camping there was more than we're paying for it. Here, you are in the park, but folks, there are some of those campsites that haven't been used in a while, and it's just kind of overgrown,
Yes.
grass,
Yes.
etc. These are much more, this National Forest Campground, the sites are much more easily defined.
Yes.
They're very clear.
Yes.
I believe it looks as though this campground has been redone
I think
in the
it
last few
probably
years.
has.
I mean, it's really nice. But we want to caution you, as with all national park campgrounds, read the description of the specific site carefully, because some of them had really large RVs. Others, our RV is 21 feet, and we would be hard-pressed to get the RV in and would have to
Yes.
park the van next to it if we could.
Yes.
And not all of them have two parking spots, etc. So, you know, there are people who want to stay in the park. We get that. We understand that. But we believe that it's much cooler here because
Yes.
we actually have some shade
Yes.
with these pine trees. So,
And if you don't mind my adding, we had a situation at Yosemite where we had made reservations, and the pad was, the drive was 20 feet long, 21 feet long. That's plenty long for our RV, and we thought we'd just park across the end or what.
actually, I think it was longer than that. I think we had planned on it. I think it was like 26 feet or something, which should have left enough room for us to park the van across in front. And thankfully we could.
Yes,
Barely.
because there was no overflow parking.
And there were rocks at
Yes.
the back, and not little rocks,
Yeah,
big
big
rocks that you
rocks.
can't put the bumper over.
No.
And so, especially with national park campgrounds. Yeah,
You
good
want to
point.
check that.
So, we do want to let you know that there are options available. These are the public options available.
We didn't look
We didn't look at privately owned. Now, one other thing I will say about this National Forest Campground, I don't know if you can hear this, but Highway 160 is about a mile, less than a mile.
Yeah.
And so you can hear some traffic. You're not going to hear a lot at night because there's really not that much traffic on the highway at night. But if that's going to bother you, know that that's there. But we are very pleased with being here and glad that there was a site available for us.
And one more thing about the Mesa Verde campground in the park. I don't know if you mentioned there's showers.
That was, at the bath, at the coin-operated, there's
Laundry.
coin-operated laundry. There are flush toilets within the park
Yes.
there. And then, showers are also there. So we did not mention that. But that is something that's available for the campers there. So, you'll need to decide what's best for you, but we highly recommend you coming to Mesa Verde National Park, and we do have a separate video about that we hope you'll check out. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.